Hey YouTube, this is Rewolfness again. This is just a quick update what the devs had on stream 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm a bit behind. My bad, guys. So, I'm just going to do the quick summaries of some stuff and not want to get in depth of it. If you guys want to watch it, I'll leave the source in the description below. Go right ahead. So, let's go with the first thing we want to talk about. Was the matchmaking, and here's a clip for it.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
So I just had a chat with Freddy, our delightful technical director, who told me we have designed a brand new algorithm for our matchmaking. We are currently load testing it now.
What is a load testing?
We are making sure that it functions properly, not just in theory, but with actual requests coming in. When we're satisfied that it works and that it actually does better than the system that's currently in place.
Finally, they're fixing that up, because at night, like, as a killer, as rank 1, you take forever to find a game. You just take way too long. And matchmaking-wise, I hope they're also implementing, like I said, of how rank 1 system played and how their stats going, because sometimes when you play, some people even in your own rank, you're like, hey, why are you playing like that? But I'm a little happy with that, so that's cool. But I really hope they implement a rank system. I mean rank award system that you actually get something out of being a rank 1 player or rank 2 player. But I don't mind having it be harder to get to, because if it's a reward system, right? Anyways, let's go for next one. This one is maybe new killer, new chapter update. We don't know, but this is the hint where they said, and let's check the clip again here for this.
Yes. So the Game Awards are coming up, which is kind of a big deal for grown-ups in the game industries. And it's happening December 6th. It will be broadcast everywhere in the world. It's happening in LA. I will be there with a bunch of people from the team. I don't know exactly who to. Yay, you? I'm not sure what you're trying to. You're not very good at charades. You'll be there.
She will
yeah,
be
cool. There. Okay, so some of us will be there, and we will be making some announcements, and that is the end of that conversation.
This gets me pretty excited, because I'm very, very excited for a new killer, and we'll see what to implement. I want to see a new licensed killer. Unfortunately, people like me being cheap, we don't really want to spend real money, but this game did get me to spend some real money, because I do enjoy the killers, Myers, like Leatherface. I love playing those guys. So yeah, I hope it does something like that, like a new chapter. That's what I'm hoping for. But talking about killers, they did talk about Freddy. So let's see what they say here.
Freddy ever get his rework similar to what the community suggested, or even get a rework at all?
So, great question. I know we've talked about Freddy quite often, and I know that we hear about feedback from Freddy quite often as well. So what I wanted to address today in regards to this question what we're trying to address with the changes for Freddy.
We are making changes.
We are making changes. We're looking at what kind of changes we can do, but specifically what we believe the community is looking for.
Yep.
Right, and the caveats that we are trying to work with when we do this change.
And also, before we go into details for Freddy, can you explain a little bit what's the process? Because people are like, well, why is it not done already? And they're asking that over and over again, and it's difficult to explain that sometimes we go all the way up to prototyping, and then we decide to, okay, no, scratch that, we're going back to the drawing board.
Okay. Basically, if you want to skip that part, Freddy is not going to get buff. Okay, that's what they're saying. They're not ready to have a buff. They're not ready to grab him out. Life's tough for him. He ain't happening. So I'm not sure, because maybe they're concentrating on the new chapter, because it wouldn't make sense that they bring a new killer out and buff Freddy like there's no tomorrow. There's kind of like defeats the purpose. Maybe they would. I'm not sure. But they did talk about Decisive Strike and the Hatch. So let's check the video for this one as well.
Been many awesome ideas that seem to just fall through the cracks. Oh, see segue.
Yeah.
The hatch close mechanic, DS rework, wiping away the hag traps while crouching over them, etc. Will we ever pull the trigger on any of these? Or are there any new mechanic ideas that we can expect?
Yes. So, new mechanics goes without saying. If we decide to find something cool and we want to put it in the game, we will try it. I believe whether you'll see it or not, that's also part of the question or the answer I was giving earlier. As for like the hatch close mechanic, I think this is a great example of something that we did prototype. We even showed it and we played it with you guys. You guys got to see it, and then it never ended up in the game.
No.
Right? We removed it as we knew, and we saw that there was a lot more to the end game
Than just the hatch
stalemate.
close.
Yeah, and it didn't answer all the questions. So we wanted to have a more holistic and more full approach, if you will, to looking at the end game.
Because it's very tempting sometimes to have some knee-jerk reactions and just do a quick fix on something, but then in that case, we felt it would have made the end game different, not better necessarily.
Yeah, exactly. There were some easy wins that we got from it, but it caused other problems as well.
Yeah.
So we wanted to look at the end game. So right now we are prototyping an end game as well. I can't go into the details at the moment.
Yeah. Does that mean that the hatch closing is never coming back? We don't know yet because the design's not finished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We might find out that the actual hatch closing does not fit with what we go for as an end game proposal, right? Ideally, we want to look for something fun that we can all play together and we all enjoy, and it would keep in mind the spirit of Dead by Daylight. Because if we lose that, then we've got problems, I believe.
Yeah.
But that's the part of the R&D, researching and developing our products and
So-
our ideas.
So the best example might be DS, right?
Decisive Strike, yeah.
Decisive Strike. It's been how long have we been talking about DS?
In a while.
Freddy and Endgame.
Yeah.
A while.
Yeah.
And these things take time, and maybe we communicate too early about it. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
But we also want to share it with you guys. So we kind
There's
of
pros and cons to this, but I always will want to push on the side of transparency. I think it's served us well so far, and we'll keep doing it.
obviously, but also it shows how long the process can be
Yeah,
on our
that's
side.
true.
Yeah.
So what happened with DS? I know we talked about it once, but let's just revisit it like
Quickly, yeah,
quickly.
sure.
So when you design something, you have objectives to actually get from the change, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened with DS?
So like DS on its own was, so we know that when we use Decisive Strike, we feel great. You know, as a survivor, it gives you very visible feedback. You know that you've done an impact in the game, and you know when this perk works, whereas it doesn't work. The things on the killer side, though, is that 4 people can use it. This can be used as a chase extender. There isn't much of a downside or drawback. And these are things that we'd like to address with the perk itself, so that we make it more fun for everyone.
And it's going directly against the really limited time you have to get control over the map as killer also.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So when it goes off, it makes a really big difference as well. When we had tried as a change, that nobody saw.
Yeah.
it was looking really good on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
actual gameplay,
Well, so the change was that
So instead of dropping the survivor when they use Decisive Strike, what would happen is it would stun the killer in place. And then someone else would have an opportunity to blind the killer. You'd be able to wiggle during the meantime as well. It seems to have made Survivor with Friends groups stronger, obviously. And it would be
Much
less
stronger.
useful as a solo situation and still usable by multiple people, which didn't respond to that question.
it didn't make the mechanic better.
No.
and the feeling of playing it was also very, I don't know how to say it.
It wasn't
Like,
as satisfying.
No, I wasn't satisfied for either side.
Again, basically, same as Freddy's life. Ain't happening. We know that Decisive Strike has been always going on. People complain about it. I personally do not like Decisive Strike. I know it's a best perk in the game, probably. But yes, even as a survivor main, that shit is really annoying for killers. I know that for a fact, despite I really don't play killers much. But as for the hatch one, the hatch should really need to fix that too. I think that the hatch is the hatch game is too annoying. I'm not sure exactly how to fix it because that's a little different story. Because in the end, how are you going to get out? Like, if you're going to stand off, like, unless you put everyone have a perk to maybe, like, as a killer perk, I mean, have something like, Mike Myers could kill you on the standing, so it makes it that the hatch ain't happening. Some people might have to hide in case they have that perk, right? Or an add-on or something. But anyways, that's basically it on the majority of this whole video. I want to make it short, very short about it. Of course, I'll leave the whole link below in the source, and let's see what it is. I'm really excited myself. I hope for this update, like something comes up really cool, new add-ons, new perks. Really want to see and play more fun perks. Okay, I hope you guys have fun. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Now, where the hell my stuff would go?